I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. We are rejoining the party as they have been on quite the whirlwind trip, teleporting from one end of Tenkenarth to the other, from the borderlands between Caldonia and Carpathia to the border between Bretonia and Caldonia, by Iru Moria, where they discovered some information about a archfey queen of the shadows who had loved a man, a mortal man, and was unable to join him when he, was supposed to come to her in the afterlife, and due to a curse from the god of death, that's not possible. And so the party has decided that they want to go to the realm of shadow, known as the Shadowfell, and teleported now deep into Carpathian mountain territory where ancient tombs and all of that hold ancient secrets, and they have entered one such place, and in doing so have awoken a terrible guardian. Well, actually, it's a pretty good guardian, um, but it's a terrible guardian in the respects that you guys are not necessarily prepared to face the mass of shadows that coalesces into a solid form in front of you as uh, you stand boldly in the face of danger, uh, in the tomb. You are definitely uh, uh, trying to be brave, but the massive shape of this uh, shadow form coalescing in on top of the sarcophagi makes it more difficult to maintain that composure than you would necessarily like. A horn grows out of its head. Two massive arms sprout a giant great axe that it wields. Its eyes glow with a black light. This is a monstrous shadow Oni that you now face. You guys can take a second to kind of like, discuss anything amongst yourselves if you need to. Otherwise, go ahead and roll that initiative and we will.
Is there any cover within 15 feet of where I'm starting?
I don't see any.
Damn.
Is there a map up so we can see the terrain?
Yes.
Here.
Just double click on your token.
I did. Nothing came up.
Same.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, no, I know what's going on. There we go. Yeah, chemo brain, 3 weeks on. I've been waiting for this next week off here so I can get reset back to a semi-functioning brain capacity. But yeah, I forgot to share it with you guys. There you go. So now you can see you're inside the barrow. Some of you might not have dark vision though.
This looks like a 15 by 2 room. I mean, not 15, a 30 by 10 room.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really all there is?
Yes.
The fuck? Ah, shit.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to fight this thing.
Yeah, it's real fucking simple how this works.
Is Nova here or?
Nova is here. However, due to the player not being here, standard protocol is that she will be not very effective, in combat. So I would not rely on them.
Oh, can I trade places with Nova?
Yes.
Yeah, the only issue I have is, I mean, I'm not a tank. I'm kind of beefy, but not a tank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't really have a healer.
Oh no, I hear you guys. You do kind of have a healer. I will do what I can, but I try not to play people's characters for them.
Sure.
It really sucks that some players can't be here right now, but we gotta just soldier on.
Okay. So, um, before we get into combat, which it looks like it's going to happen, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to let you know what I intend to do, so there's no confusion on the ruling. Is
Okay.
that cool?
Yeah, sure.
So I have Shadow of Moil. Are you familiar with that spell?
No.
So basically, what it does, I'll read it to you. Flame-like shadows wreath your body until the spell ends, causing you to become heavily obscured to others. The shadows turn a dim light with it. It's basically like darkness, except if they hit me, it does damage back.
Okay.
So it should give me, at least from what I've read, it should give me advantage on them and disadvantage to hit me. So I wanted to just state that. So if you don't agree,
I don't see where that says. Oh, causing you to become heavily obscured to others, turn dim light. That's only if they can't see in darkness.
Well, it's magical darkness.
The shadows turn dim light within 10 feet of you into darkness and bright light in the same area to dim light.
Well, yeah, and that's why I wanted to ask, because I can cast darkness, right, which would do the same thing, or I can cast Shadow of Moil. I wouldn't do Shadow of Moil because it doesn't give others disadvantage. It doesn't cast like um a range of darkness. But I wanted to talk that through with you first.
Uh, the reason why you use Shadow of Moil is because it gives you resistance to radiant, and whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you, they take damage.
Correct. But what I'm bringing up is what I've read is it has the same, or it basically gives advantage on both sides. Or
If someone couldn't see within the darkness, then yes.
okay, and it should give me advantage, correct?
No. Not against someone who can see. That's what I'm saying is if the creature has any ability to see, dark vision, blind sense, whatever, then all you're doing is creating darkness around you, which does heavily obscure you, but it doesn't say it makes you invisible or gives you advantage. It would specifically say that.
Correct. But from what I've read, and is they have to have like devil sight, not just
Why
dark vision,
why would they need that though?
because it's magical darkness. That's what I've read. They said, that's what this is your game. You can roll
No,
it
no,
how you.
I understand that. I'm not trying to make a ruling here though. Like I'm going by just what it says. It says it turns dim light to dark and bright light to dim.
Correct. What I've read is in order to see through magical darkness, you have to have devil sight. Not just dark vision works.
That's okay, so you're referring specifically to spells like the darkness spell where you create a zone of magical darkness. It is not simply the absence of light like what you would find inside a cave where dark vision would still be in effect. Effectively, you're filling it with a magical ink that affects vision. You know,
In other words, it's an excess of colors.
right? Yeah, it's literally obscuring vision when you use a magical darkness. It creates like a shield and everything of like you can't see past that area even if something on the other side were lit up, etc. Because the magical darkness in spells like darkness is one very specific type of thing, but this spell specifically is saying that it turns dim light to dark and dark light to dim, which is, in my estimate, the same as any of the prestidigitation / effects where you would take a fire and reduce its light or any other light source like that where it was magically reduced, quote unquote, but not a area of
Okay.
magical darkness being created, if you understand the difference.
I got you.
there. Yeah.
So I'll probably just use darkness for this guy because he probably has dark vision.
Oh, for sure. His glowing blue eyes, the black light like effect of his eyes, give away that he is definitely seeing everything in this darkness and all of that. I'm not trying to trick you with any of that. Like he has dark vision and shadow sight,
Okay.
all of that good stuff that's going to allow him to see through most things like that. So yeah, and thank you for getting the clarification on that prior to us being in the initiative order, because that can really like throw a wrench in stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. So are you just so I'm clear, are you implying that he can probably see through darkness too?
No, Although that is a thing that can happen with really super powerful beings and all of that, and so like I'm not saying there's nothing in the world that can see through that, but I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to imply that that would be such a common ability that this guy would have it, or that you would have any reason to suspect him of such.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you're on the right track that there could be some pretty powerful darkness related bad guys who can do that, but let's face it, that's the higher levels of cheese for abilities, and I try not to use those too much.
Cool. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
All right. The massive shadowy giant takes its huge great axe that it's going to say glaive because that's what Onis typically use, and I'm just going to use it, but it's flavored as a great axe because that's what's in the token and what I like. And so uh, it has this massive weapon, and it just steps forward and swings it down at Oberon. As the glowing great axe gets near you, you are forced to, roll to the side. Your shoulder takes the impact from the stone, and you leap up, but another swing comes down. Rolling out of the way, you almost collide with Nova before getting, back into your fighting stance. You can tell that this is a very tough opponent, made even tougher by BS like this. Brought to you by the letters B and S. Hey! So as the shadowy horn lashes out towards you, you manage to get out of the way just in time, and it is Cress's turn.
Oops. Bump my mic. I guess I'll step in slightly closer so I can actually hit him.
Okay, 1 second. And boop. Okay.
And then, let's see, open my character sheet again, and begin hitting him. Huh.
You're off to a bad start.
Huh. This dude's really hardy.
Oh, wait, hold on. You might have triggered his thing. Oh, no, you're good. Okay, never mind.
Alright, well, I'm in my turn.
Oh, as you end your turn, the Shadow Oni teleports. A wisp of shadow kind of like forms up around it and wraps it up in like a shadow cloak, a blanket of shadow, and it disappears and reappears back here. Uh, and then Nova says, "Oh, my friend, here, let me try to aid you with the light of Pelor." And she casts a healing spell on Oberon.
So 16 missed him.
Hmm.
And 18 did.
Same with 18.
Oh, yeah. If you want your great weapon master thing on or off, you just have to let me know.
Yeah, I want it off.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. I saw that pop up and I was like, I think he's trying to send me a message here.
No, I was trying to take it off.
Oh, okay.
I thought if I clicked it again, it would come off.
Yeah. No. I gotta take it off, but you just let me know. No worries. All right. Take this. I heal you.
Sweet. Thank you, Nova.
You are welcome, my friend. Go with the light of Pelor. All right, hold on. Let me take your thing off. Do. Alrighty. Poo, you are. Oh no, I'm sorry. You have it on twice there. There we go. Okay, you are good to go.
Okay. So he's 35 feet away. So I'm gonna move up 30 feet. I have a pole arm, so I don't have to be right next to him. I use my
That's a sarcophagus right there.
how about
Sorry, we only see blackness.
no, I can see everything. That's my fault. I'll move there. I cast Hexblade's Curse on him. So let me get that. So he should have Hexblade's Curse. And I'll cast Darkness on myself. Or I'll cast Darkness on my amulet on my inside of like around my neck.
Okay, give me a second here.
And just so you know, on Hexblade's Curse, if he hits me, I can use a reaction to roll a d6, and if I get a 4 or higher, then the attack misses. Just so you're aware.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, I want to. So, are you good for me to cast darkness on myself?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess that's my well, I have double attack. I have 2 attacks. So does casting darkness count as both? Or do I get to attack once?
No, you attacking is a standard action, and so if you cast a spell as your standard action, you can't then also attack.
Okay. But next time I can attack twice if I use.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
because if you have the extra attack, um, function whatever,
Okay.
then you can attack twice whenever you use your standard action to attack. But if you use your standard action to say dash or something like that, or dodge or whatever, you can't then also attack.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure. So I guess that'll be my turn. But I have darkness on me and he has Hexblade's Curse on him.
Correct. So there's your little darkness. And TikTok, you are not able to see as you see, and therefore, is there something you would like to do to remedy that?
Well, I do have Dawn on me, the spell Dawn.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
is it
where exactly should I put it? That's
I
the question.
I don't know. That's I'm just the humble DM. You guys decide how you want to do this.
yeah? Can I? Oh, he can't see because it's dark. He can't see not because of me, right?
It's not because of you, although your darkness then will also be a problem. But that's we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I just
Gotcha.
need I just need out of character help with like placing where exactly the where the dawn should go.
I yell, go to the other side to him. I'm on his right. Can I do that, DM?
Yeah, you can yell whatever you like, but he's still fumbling
Correct.
around in the
Correct.
dark.
I'm just trying to give him, he can see him from the other side, even though I have darkness on me. That's big.
So, because of what you're trying to do, Talk, I'm going to have you roll a dexterity check. So Tak tries to move off like you said, and stumbles into Nova, stumbles into the wall, stumbles into a bunch of stuff, and basically is unable to like see where they're going. Nova, my friend, here, steady yourself. And she like helps you so you're not prone or anything like that. But you're still not able to see anything. You can hear Nova's voice. You know that Cress is somewhere nearby, and you're just kind of unable to see your target or do anything.
This really is annoying. So that means I can't see the target, but that it that means I'll try and use a temporal shunt, a reactive spell that activates when the enemy attacks.
Okay.
I didn't realize darkness would be that big.
Yep. 15-foot radius. This is a small area too, so.
That's my first time using it, so
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't such a small area, maybe things would be different. But so as your turn ends, um, I cast Shadow Bolt.
And that activates temporal shunt.
Okay.
I'm trying to target the shadow oni.
You can't. You can't see him.
Yes, but it activates as soon as the spell activates as soon as the it does isn't a matter of seeing, it's a matter of of an attack.
What is the spell?
Temporal shunt.
What does it do?
One reaction when a creature you can see
When a
makes
creature you can see.
so I'm useless. No, just go ahead and kill me.
A bolt of shadow streaks out. You can't see it. Everybody else can, but somehow your protection from the weird plane that your Mechanus comes from allows you to resist the bolt of shadow. The Oni seems upset as it kind of moves up over here and tries that again. For whatever reason, your weird time powers allow you to dodge these ranged attacks as if you can see them coming, like Neo from the Matrix. Your robot body bends and contorts in a way that allows you to, escape. And the Oni ends its turn. Cress.
Well, he's way over there now.
Well, way over there is relative when you're.
And Talk, sort of stumbling around, says, "It would be great if I could see what I was fighting."
I wonder if this Oni has an ability that lets him suppress light.
Oh, trust me, we've witnessed that before.
Oh, crap. I also forgot. Lair action at count 20 kicks in.
What does he do?
He do this. All right. As count 20 of the initiative order comes up, the Shadow Oni lifts its clawed hand and shadows spread out from its fingers and form into slightly humanoid shapes. Four shadows appear. And as they appear, they begin to take. Oh, oops. One of them is not correct. They begin to take their turns in the initiative order as well. One second, just getting the shadows put on the map. So shadow number 4 forms as much as a shadow forms. And once again, Oberon, your magical darkness is protecting you from them, but they move effortlessly across the floor to attack the rest of the party.
Oh no, shadow ninjas.
Yes.
You like ninjas, don't you?
Eh.
Did you know real ninjas wear blue?
'Twas the meh heard round the table.
No, I did not. So,
Yeah.
Cress, the shadow moves forward and swings at you with its clawed hands, but you manage to get out of the way. And as I put the rest on the map, what do you do?
Welcome to the present. I'm about to make you past tense.
You cut off there?
I made a joke. I said, welcome to the present. I'm about to make you past tense.
And Talk just hears this and just can't help but laugh.
Oh, you can ignore that. I don't suffer from system shock.
Of course you don't. You're a living shadow.
Yeah. I'm tough as nails.
Hey, I actually backed up my threat. The shadow is now 86th.
Yes, as you slice into the shadowy form, it kind of dissipates into ethereal nothingness.
Having done that, I'm now going to advance over to here, just so that some of the shadows bunch up on me and some of them bunch up on Oberon.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you go there, but you are now inside the darkness and cannot see.
Wait. Oh, I kind of missed part of that. I can't see out of this darkness?
Yeah, correct. Hold on. Let me do it this way.
Oh.
This
That wasn't
make it easier to tell what's going on.
that wasn't immediately obvious. I'll just move to here then.
Yeah, I think that's just outside of it, or like close, but either way, yeah.
Anyway, then I'll end my turn.
It'll only let me add you as a token. Oh, okay. I'll have to fix that. I need to get a darkness image so that the token isn't taking up so much space. Because we can't target underneath it. Oh, you're definitely inside his darkness.
Oh, fucking... Jesus. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna fucking not go anywhere, like, in that zone then. Armed with new knowledge.
Yeah, there you go. Alright. And Nova is going to cast light on herself.
And Talk, sort of like adjusting his sensors to this new light source, says, much better.
And the Shadow Oni casts its Shadow Bolt at you.
It's Shadow 3's turn, though.
Yep, it's a legendary action.
Oh dear. They managed to slip through the cogs.
And nice. Then Shadow 3 is going to move forward and attack Cress from up on top, giving him +2. Oh, that's a miss, but I forgot to target you. Shadow 1 is going to move down the stairs and attack Tak. Attack Tak.
Ow.
As the shadow touches you, even with your robot body, your strength score is reduced by 1. So let me just apply that to you quick. All right. As Shadow... No, Oberon, go.
Okay, so I'm gonna see what if we move the. I should be good there because I can still hit him because I have the pole arm, and I'll be 10 feet away. So I'll move there. And I will attack.
The area of darkness moves over into the corner.
Oh wait, so do I have advantage?
Yes.
So I just click the advantage button and roll my normal hit.
Yes.
And I will attack again. I have 2 attacks. And I will use my bonus action to attack with my glaive. But
Right.
and that will be my turn.
As your turn ends, the Shadow Oni teleports to right here. And then Shadow 2 moves forward and attacks Cress.
Wouldn't he get an attack of opportunity?
Who?
The Shadow number 2 from Cress?
Why?
Oh. She's attacked. Shadow number 2's attacking Cress?
Yes. Missing Cress.
Okay, then. Hawk sort of like feels the strength sapping his from his body and looks to the shadows and saying, "Okay, you're certainly causing a bit of claustrophobia," and decides to use a misty step. And this is a bonus action, so
Correct. You teleport onto the raised area of the tomb that circles the two sarcophagi in the middle.
okay, just let me take that levels to, and using my next power, I'm using a bit of sapping string. I mean, not hit that. No, firebolt. Tuck pulling out his watch, turns it to a couple of seconds, causing a firebolt of mechanical origin to appear.
Okay. Where? Oh, firebolt. Yeah, never mind. For some reason, I had it in my head about fireball.
So, DM, care to illustrate that further?
As you can see, your firebolt passes right through the shadow. It resists it.
Tuck, sort of like rolling his eye, says, "You got to be kidding me."
Apparently, these things are very resistant to most types of damage. As the next turn cycle begins, the Shadow Oni begins to rage and targets Tak. Nope, Tak teleported. Targets Cress and attacks multiple times with his wicked glaive. Well, great axe.
I think it should be a glaive because
It's a great axe.
The facts of the matter are already in place. It's a great axe.
Oh, and since I failed to hit you, my brutal combatant does not kick in, and I am unable to try to gore you as well. So I am quite disappointed.
I bet you find that deeply concerning. I'm a bunch of nope. Alright. Man, I hate how shadows are a universal problem, because either you're a strength-focused character and you don't want them sapping your core stat, or you're not a strength-focused character and you don't want them, like, instantly killing you.
That's just anti-shadow propaganda.
Welcome to the Boneyard, Shadow.
This shadow seems to not understand that I am the light that banishes the darkness. So I'm just going to turn on my Radiant Soul power and do all that good stuff. And then cast Spiritual Weapon to just kind of fly around and smash these shadows, because shadows are not living creatures. Oof. Well, whatever. I'll get it next time. And then I also fly over to here, but cannot leave the Oni's threatened range, so I have to stay here. Shadow number 3. Attack punches down at Cress.
All nope.
Shadow 1 comes up here to attack Nova. Oberon?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn. So as a free action, I want to cover up the amulet that I cast darkness on,
Okay.
and I will move here, which should give me advantage on Shadow 3, correct?
You move up over there? No, because, well, first of all, oh, hold on, let me put you back where you were. Two things are going on right now. One, you can't just cut diagonal there because that's a pit in the middle. You're on a raised platform back there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And then so assuming that you can get the space to move there, the distance and everything, assuming that you can do that, Cress would not be a legal flanking partner because she is down on the first level and you are up on the second where the shadow is. So if the shadow was down and Cress was down and you were up, you would be flanking and also get +2. But because the shadow is up and Cress is down, that they are they have the high ground. Don't try
Okay,
it.
I gotcha. So let me, I should be able to move like here, right?
Yeah, I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll move there, and I will attack Shadow 3. Or
And
I'm covering up the darkness.
I know I'm moving it just so that
Okay.
I'm just getting ahead of everything.
Gotcha.
We are well aware that you have covered it with your one hand, but now because you're doing that, if you make a melee attack, it's also going to be at -2 because you don't have both hands free to move and you're trying to hold on to your amulet.
What I'm doing, like, I cast it on my amulet, which is around my neck, and I just pulled my shirt over it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll free up your hand.
And I will swing again.
You know, for killer shadows, they have terrible AC.
Yes.
Okay, I'm planning to use Pulse Wave, and I'm trying to target just the Shadow Oni.
Hold on. As Oberon ends his turn, the Shadow Oni teleports to here.
Okay, time to use a Pulse Wave again. I mean, for the first time.
Your wave of arcane energy forces the Shadow Oni back from you temporarily before it, conjures a bolt of shadow. Oh, is that your turn?
Yeah,
Okay, so as your turn ends, it conjures a bolt of shadow that it launches at you.
and it doesn't. You forgot to move it back.
Oh, is it supposed to be pushed back?
Yes.
How far? 5 or 10?
It's pushed 15 feet.
15. Oh my goodness. So here we have a special rule. The Shadow Oni is being pushed back into the wall, the pillar and the wall here, and it now has to make a saving throw in order to avoid being knocked prone because it's being pushed into the wall. However, because it's a shadow creature, it kind of just reforms. So it might be knocked down, and for cinematic purposes, we'll even say that your wave of force like plasters it against the wall, where it's like basically like forced to reform completely, but then it just reforms.
Yeah.
And then as your turn ends, it casts its baleful shadow bolt at you. Legendary actions, man. Yeah. Finally connecting, the shadowy energy seems to tear into your very soul, and you don't like it.
Ow.
And then I step forward and attack you with my great axe. And then I activate Brutal Combatant. I tear into your metallic form, dropping it to the ground. My shadowy essence seems to gain more solidity, almost as if I'm like absorbing part of your soul into myself.
What would be the penalty to swipe up at this Shadow?
-2.
Okay, I'm going to 86 the thing on a -2. Man, I wasn't targeting.
That hits though, so.
Oh, okay. Boop. Cool. Then I'm going to spend movement getting to there. That path is slightly wrong, but still within my movement. And then smack the other one.
All right, 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a wonky path, but I think you're still good.
Because my movement is 40. I could have taken the extra, like,
Yeah.
10 feet I needed.
Yeah, obviously you can't kitty cut the corner there, but you know.
And that looks like it was precisely half, looking how it lines up the tile. This thing does have 16 hit points.
Ah. And so that shadow is gone, and that last shadow is just clinging.
He did not like that.
And as your turn ends, the Shadow Oni teleports over to Oberon over here. And Nova turns to the Shadow. Be gone with you, evil one.
Talking about an explosive send-off.
Yeah. So her spiritual weapon, which due to her pacifist nature probably just resembles like some kind of dove of light or something like that, smashes into the shadow and it's gone.
Okay. One thing that I noticed is I don't know if you want to address it now or you can wait till after, but I don't think my charisma modifier is being added into my damage. But
Into your regular damage, is that
yeah, if you look at the things, it was just like given the D10.
What ability is that?
It's Hex Warrior. It says, I can read it to you. It says, when you attack with that weapon, you can use your charisma modifier instead of strength or dexterity for the attack and damage rolls.
Right. So you can use charisma instead of that, and so for your thing right here, we just open this up, and yeah, you can see stat charisma, and then here, let's make sure this is charisma. Boom. Okay. And
It should be on the butt too, right?
yeah, and then for the butt, you just click the magnifying glass, charisma, and then see where it says base under the damage. Click that until it says cha, for charisma, and then that'll fix that. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it didn't set it for the damage. My bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So I will target the Shadow Oni and attack.
Yeah, and so you swing once and connect with its shadowy form, but when you swing again, perfect. Okay, now this isn't really going to affect much, but it finally happened, so I can at least let you guys know what's going on. He has a deflect to his armor class. If you hit him with an attack, it adds +3. So his shadowy great axe comes up and deflects your blow. But now he can't do that again. He used his reaction. So finally.
There we go. So I did 2 attacks. I missed the second. I will use a bonus action to do the butt.
Yep, and I took off his thing, so now he's a little bit easier to hit. Not by much. Yeah, that
Didn't
ain't
help.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it.
Okay, that's my turn.
Tak, you can feel the endless void of time swirling around you in all directions. You are in a weird place between life and death, between the past and the present and the future. Your mind swirls with all of the possibilities of what could happen here, but you seem to also be receiving some kind of encoded message, some ghost in the machine feeding you a line of code or a series of computing gears that click into a manner, the universal language of mathematics and all of that speaks to you, and it seems to be telling you that perhaps there is another way, a path forward where you keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
And Talk sort of like hears this as he's sort of drafting the thing and just sort of feels confused at that.
Yeah. So as your turn ends, even though it was just you rolling, the Shadow Bolt attacks Nova, missing as her angelic glowing radiance sends the shadow deflecting off to the side. Then, as the lair action kicks in, great job, Shadow Oni. Another one shadow appears. And immediately takes its turn. And it is going to appear right here and attack Cress. From up on top of the stairs that you are not on top of, too, so I get +2. Oh, come on. That's what I get for being all like, oh, and I get +2.
Getting cocky, DM.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all like trying to put the fear of the dice into you, and the dice are just like, not tonight. I got a headache. So now I turn my attention to Oberon, of course. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, maybe I should be doing that. No. Yeah, no, I definitely should. Anytime I miss, yeah, for sure. Okay. Damn, I got a lot of powers. I have the power to have as many powers as I want. Uh-oh.
I want to use a reaction to do armor of hexes,
Okay.
and I got to roll a d6 for higher. It misses.
Okay.
Come on, feel no pain. Fuck.
In addition to the standard critical damage, your target loses a finger. Wow. So, 50% chance. This will suffer a -2 penalty on all checks for 4 weeks or until appropriate healing. All right. Cool. All right. So you lose your concentration on your darkness. And I'm going to apply the -2 to you right away so that I don't forget. Darn, I forget if there's a C in there or not. Oh well. And I attack you again. Do you need to do anything for this?
I already used my reaction. So.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And then I use my bonus action to gore you. Well, at least that misses. And so I swing my great axe at you over and over again, beating you back as much as possible. But you still manage to roll out of the way before I can finish you off with a wicked gore of my shadowy horn.
I'm gonna just like go like I trust you can take care of this thing, and I'm just going to fragrantly fly over to the square.
The shadow will attack you.
I bet it will try.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that before, you know.
At worst, I get tagged for strength damage, and it sucks, but I don't use strength for anything.
Yep. No, I just wanted to make sure. Oh, does a 19 hit? Because I would have actually had +2. Oh, no, I wouldn't have had +2. Oh, I lied to you before. You weren't on the stairs. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're fine.
Great. Because I'm standing here, I get advantage from this position to strike the Oni, right?
No, you're on the stairs.
Wouldn't he be above it?
Are you flying? Oh, if you're flying, oh, he can't.
Yeah.
No, he can't fly and do that because he's got to flap his wings.
Well, I mean, I can attack. My slashing attacks are on my hands, but I can do my slam attack with any part of my body. I could kick him while flying.
I'll allow it. I'm gonna need you to do me a solid and stop kicking me.
I just love the idea of that. I'm flapping my wings like a fucking idiot, and I fly around and start kicking him in the back of the head.
The Oni turns towards you with a baleful look in its eyes. You can tell it is not pleased.
Is he even taking damage?
Yes.
And he has a shit ton of health.
I wouldn't say a shit ton. He's got
I mean, he's an Oni.
yeah. He's got legendary creature type of hit points, but
Also,
not
Nova's here.
sweet.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
It's your turn if you want to tell us what you do. There's a shadow right in front of you that was attacking you. You have spiritual weapon cast that you can attack it with. The shadows are not living creatures. They are shadow constructs of the shadow Oni. So, smashing them with your spiritual weapon is perfectly acceptable. I did rule that your spiritual weapon, quote unquote, is probably something like a dove made out of light or something like that just kind of flies into the shadows rather than an actual weapon.
Okay, that's fine. That's pretty cool. Okay, so do I have any concentration spells active?
Negative.
All right. Then I will use. First. How's everybody's health
Hawk
looking?
is unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
TikTok is next to you,
Oh.
unconscious. Oberon is less than half health, and Cress is full health, but there's a basically full health Shadow Oni in between the two of those other two as well. So yeah.
Well, I will use my divine intervention ability to heal everyone for what was it? Like it's like something times my level. Like 5 times? Is it 2 times? No, is it
Oh, your
5
channel
times my cleric level?
your channel divinity. Yes. I know what you're talking about now. You're gonna use preserve life
And
to
that should give me 50 HP to give to
everyone, but they can only
anyone who may
heal.
need it.
They can only heal up to
Yeah.
half. Yeah.
Yes. So, all right, I will immediately give whatever talks half up.
Yep.
Like
Talk has 20. You have 30 left. And
okay, and
Oberon can take 16 of those.
I'll give him 16, and then I will strike, or I will attempt to strike the shadow with what you call it, the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And that should do it.
Yes, sir. I'm just getting your stuff together here, and then we'll do that to that. And you attack the shadow.
Oh yeah, guys. I'm not sure. Please let me know if you hear anything. I'm driving home right now. I hope you guys don't hear like the car and stuff. But I can't really like reach to press mute. So
So far, everything's great.
all right, good guys.
Your sound quality isn't like perfect, but it's fine. All right, your spiritual
Yeah,
weapon.
I need to get new earbuds.
Yeah, your spiritual weapon strikes the shadow, but it's still there. As you end your turn, however, the shadow Oni teleports over to you.
All right.
Oberon.
Shadow Oni. So is it like? Do I know what that is? Is it an undead or is it a demon?
It
Or is it an undead demon?
it is a elemental.
Okay.
Can
A
I
shadow elemental, if I'm correct.
Yes.
can I make this move?
Mm, you'd have to leap across the bottom unless you have enough movement to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, not. Do you have 35 feet or 30 feet of movement?
I think 30 feet.
Yeah, you're 5 feet short.
Oh, DM, real quick. Sorry. Never mind. I'll ask later.
Um. Yeah, I'm in. I really, if I go here, then I'm at disadvantage, right? Because
You'd have to jump down, and yes.
What about here?
Right, you're still jumping down. You're on the raised platform, and everything down there is on the first level. And to be clear, it's not disadvantage. It's -2 against anything that you attack from a raised area there.
Okay, I have no choice but to move there. So
All right, you jump down into the pit and strike up at the Shadow Oni.
Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. That should not have been a hit. I need to double check and see
yeah, I'm not.
why that effect didn't come back on. Oh, it's on skip. Okay, on. There we go. All right. Don't worry. I got the thing, but that last one actually missed. But now you did the thing where you forced him to use his reaction again.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the glaive butt now.
Yep. So as your turn ends, he uses his shadow bolt once again. But you roll out of the way. Tak, you are prone right now.
Well, I'm going to make sure to teleport out of the way, and thinking of what I heard says as I sort of like teleport to Chris using Misty Step.
Okay?
And now I'm not prone. And then I
Correct.
move and talk, sort of looking to Chris, saying, "All right, do you have any suggestions? Because when I was unconscious, a voice told me to keep my friends close and keep my enemies closer."
That is a Quote, famously said by people who overcomplicate things. My suggestion is that you kill it. With pain and damage and destruction.
Okay. And Talk then casts another firebolt.
Wait, Atarakis, doesn't the Oni's AC go down by 3 after its thing happens?
After its reaction, yes, that is a hit.
Then let me fix that.
I wasn't expecting Tak to make the attack after teleporting, so I didn't set his thing. My bad. Your fire manages to damage the Shadow Oni. It takes a little bit of damage, and then as the next turn begins, he summons 6 shadows.
We're gonna get completely swamped. Can Nova cast that, like, Dawn thingy that does damage in AoE?
Yeah, I was thinking about using spiritual guardians. Because Dawn will hurt everyone. The only thing that I can think of is they are shadows, so Dawn might do something extra. I don't know if it's worth risking your health to maybe do something versus something that I know will do something and won't hurt you guys.
The shadows have like 16 health. Won't Dawn pretty much obliterate them instantly?
Yes, they would. Remember, everybody in this like just an area will just like bam.
Yeah. But spiritual
Just-
guardians will do damage in a couple rounds and knock them out, right?
Maybe even kill them outright, especially if I, let's say, throw it at like level 5.
Yeah, because that spell scales.
And I mean, I just do more damage anyway, because like my level of cleric, I dump the damage on, especially if I go in my radiant soul form, but I can't do both at the same time. But still, if it's up to you guys, I'm gonna opt to use spiritual guardians. The only thing is though the radius will be a 15-foot radius as opposed to a 60-foot radius in an area which I select. So, I'm gonna go with spiritual guardians, guys, because Nova doesn't want to hurt you guys.
The Shadow Oni attacks Nova with its great axe, shoving this shadow to the side. It swings at you wildly.
Does it hit?
I'm checking. I was just seeing if there was anything else that I kind of wanted to do, but no. It misses the first attack. It misses the second attack. And it applies dodge to itself as a bonus action.
Really? There must be some kind of a legendary action because it dodge a full round action.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
And then the shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Shadow knows.
That's right.
I am also an old man.
Yeah, yes. I did kind of date myself there. Although I must say that is probably well past both of our times, really, but you know.
Well, it predates Batman, so yeah.
Yeah.
Batman's like over 70, 80 years old, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like we may be old, but we're not that old.
No, like if both of us were in our 50s, that would still be before our time.
Right. All right, Cress. There just wasn't as much pop culture when we were young, so it got recycled more.
Pulp. Pulp fiction.
What a fucking.
Hey, are you still kicking me? Oh no, you're doing the other one. Yeah.
Roll high, come on. Yeah.
You make him sound like the club owner from Night of the Roxbury.
I fly.
Did you just grab my ass?
Over to the square.
You're just so that you're aware, Nova. Cress has the cloak that she wears gripped in her hands and is flapping her arms like bat wings furiously, hovering around, kicking at shadows.
Honestly, okay, so when I originally joined the chat, for whatever reason, you guys couldn't hear me. I think it's because I need new earbuds. But I heard you. I heard him say, as soon as I got in, I heard him say, I think it's funny how Crest just like flies up and like, just keeps kicking him. And he immediately thought of Liu Kang.
Oh, the fucking dude who does the bicycle kick from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yep, that's him. See,
Okay.
and now that you bring that up, all I can think of is Mark Paul Gossier from the Street Fighter Red Tape series, where he's doing the hit kick kick kick. As Ryu.
Let me end my turn. That's all I can do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as you end your turn, guess what time it is? It's Shadow Bolt time. So now, as a legendary action, the Shadow Oni bolts you with a Shadow Bolt. Wow, never mind. Never mind. I do nothing. I do less than nothing. Nova, what do you do? The Shadow Oni is on top of you. You are surrounded by shadows. And yeah, everybody except for Tak pretty much is okay. Well, I mean, Tak's okay too. Like, everybody has half health or better, you know.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, Sage. Sage, you're kind of breaking up real bad right now. I don't know if it's just the like zone that you're passing through or whatever, but if it clears up.
Yeah,
in a
bad
second,
reception area.
Yep. If it clears up in a second, you know, hopefully we can get that done. Otherwise, I can't understand what you're saying. So, although I did hear that, so why don't you try again?
Brawler's character with me. Is Brawler's character with me?
He's near you. He's not on your level. He's about 10 feet away and 10 feet down, so like 15 feet from you.
Huh. I would usually call 10 plus 10 20.
That's not quite how it works when you're using the diagonal like that.
Thank you, Pythagoras.
All right. I'm gonna have to wait until next round to start really doing attacks. So what I'll do now is cast Sanctuary. Okay, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself. Then I will use Sanctuary. Then I will use Radiant Soul and fly up at range just so they make it difficult for the melee attack to be heavy.
Oh, you're breaking up again, sir.
Radiant Soul fly up 10 feet.
Okay. You already had Radiant Soul on, so you don't even have to activate it. But yes.
Oh, fantastic then. I don't have to. Okay, so you know what? I'm at full health. I'm not worried. Up 10 feet without Sanctuary.
Oh, no Sanctuary. Okay.
No Sanctuary. I'll just fly up 10 feet.
All right.
I'm
And
not concerned about the attack opportunities.
yep. And so I will first of all take Sanctuary off of you, and then I will attempt to attack you. But yeah, we'll see. One of them did hit you.
Okay.
A little bit of damage, nothing too bad, but it did drain some of your strength, which that dice is not going to show up. Okay, cool. It looked like a 4, but since it didn't show up, oh, there it is. All right, 4.
Oh, great. So we have an ever-growing enemy whose attacks drain our strength. That's fun. All right. So now that I'm up there, Guardian Spirits. Or Spirit Guardians. Level 5.
Yep. Hold on, though. I got to attack you one more time. There was 2 of them. A critical hit. I must remind you, Sage, because
I
it's
can
been a
negate it.
while. Yep. So
I'll negate it.
you negate the crit.
Hey, didn't I put an adamantine armor on? Like I'm wearing adamantine armor, correct?
I will look real quick. I actually forget. So
Because I remember a while back there was a person with adamantine armor, and my character knew what it was and took it. And if I'm wearing adamantine armor, I am immune to crits.
No, you're not wearing adamantine armor. You're wearing plate.
Right.
But you also
No worries.
You
All right,
also,
so
you also have the Guardian emblem, which allows you to negate 3 crits per day.
yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so you negate the crit, but it still does damage. And it still drains 4 more strength from you. So now you have -8 to your total strength.
-8. Alright, so I guess my armor is now useless, but I'm now in the air, so I guess whatever.
Yep, I'm just taking your plate and putting it on carried instead of equipped.
Alright. And now,
Oh wait, no.
watch, all this...
It would still be equipped, you just have disadvantage.
like attacks and
Yeah.
all that good other stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. Alright.
But fortunately, I am a cleric. Armor doesn't impede my somatic components, and I have Warcaster, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to fix that, but yeah. So up in the air. Go ahead, Spiritual Guardians. not Guardian of Faith, Spiritual Guardians, and make that level 5. Now remember, Guardian of Faith, right? Because I'm in my Radiant Soul form, anything that takes damage from me will take additional 2d8 radiant damage.
Yes. I'm just getting the advantage. Okay, grant. Yep. Okay, so I've got you. All taken care of.
Fantastic.
And now, Spiritual Guardians. At level 4.
Level 5.
Level 5, I'm sorry. And 15 feet around you, you're 10 feet in the air, so everything on the ground there plus that. So those 3. Got it.
Real quick question. Hazard. What kind of wizard are you playing? Are you doing like mostly ranged spells?
Well, I have spells like Earth Tremor, Maximilian Earthen Grasp, and other sort of things, so it is usually ranged.
Okay. Are they? Do you find yourself using a bit of concentration spells?
Well, there are a couple, but the ones I do have are usually Animate Objects, Dawn, Teleportation Circle, and
Okay. Might I suggest you take Warcaster? Now, you will only get partial use out of the ability to use concentration at advantage, but it will allow you to use spells for attacks of opportunity.
Understood.
So, just imagine that, you get a free option to attack. You're a wizard, you're not really going to be meleeing anything, but then all of a sudden you just cast Firebolt on something that's trying to run past you or run away.
The 2 shadows are swallowed up by your spiritual guardians that guard you. The shadow only takes some damage, but I have to apply the extra damage. I'm just getting that set up.
And then last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the Oni with spiritual weapon.
Yep.
That's why I didn't use Sanctuary, because 1, I can't cast 2 leveled spells on my turn, and Sanctuary would just be like a waste of a spell if I then immediately used spiritual weapon, because then it'd be like, nah, you're attacking, so you're done. But yep, after all the numbers are rolled, that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, and I think if I do this, it should actually work. Yep, it totally does. Perfect.
But yeah, Hazard, I was thinking, if you were to get 2 feats that I would recommend in conjunction with each other for a wizard, get Sentinel, okay, and get Warcaster. Sentinel, if anything in your area, anything you're in like a 5-foot radius of you, okay, I think 5 or 10 feet, whatever, do anything except for attack you.
Sage, I'm sorry. Can you talk to him about this in between sessions?
Yeah, that's fine.
Understandable, and I understand what Sage is talking about.
Good, good. Yeah, I like all of this. Just we're doing the combat, so I
As for
got
time.
yeah, All right, and you strike the Oni with your spiritual weapon, but it has no effect. His shadow powers brush off the Dove of Light. Shadow number 5 attacks Oberon.
I'll use my D6.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll negate that damage if you. I should have given you an opportunity to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's negated for 4 through 6s. He misses.
Yep, and there's your 3 hit points back, and shadow number 6 attacks Tak.
Ooh, an 11 hits him? That's rough.
Dealing 1 strength damage. Oberon.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little different here. I'm gonna cast Thunderstep at 5th level, and I'm gonna teleport back to the other side of the room, like where that pillar is, like right there. And if I cast it at, I'll read it to you. Everybody within 10 feet of me, which Nova's just outside of 10 feet, take a 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Yep.
If I cast it at 5th level, it's 1d10 for every slot level above 3rd. So I'm casting it at 5th.
Okay. Let me make sure that you have that at a 5th level. And one more. And adding the damage. All right, there you go.
So how do I just cast it on the thing?
Yeah, hold on though, 1 second. Yeah, no, I guess you haven't cast a different spell. You cast Darkness and now this. Those are your 2 spells. All
Yeah.
right.
So just cast it?
Yes, sir. So no 19, he got a success, but
What?
you still deal the half damage, so,
So 19 is a crit.
No, that's his save.
Oh, okay. Doesn't it hit the shadow orbs too? The add thing?
Well, you got to target them then.
Well, it says everything within 10 feet.
Right. So target.
Okay.
but it's too late now. You gotta do the Shadow Oni first, because he's taking half damage here.
Do
So
I just
don't
untarget?
target the no. Now do the shadows.
Okay, so cast it again.
Yes. Okay. Now do the damage. All right. Now untarget shadow number 5 and target the Shadow Oni. Go to the plus minus on the upper right and under damage click half.
Trying to see that. Hold on. Where'd you say it was?
The plus minus modifiers on the upper right.
I don't think I've done that before.
Of the whole page.
It's in the upper right.
Not your character sheet.
Okay. On the map?
No, on the whole page, the whole screen, the plus
Okay.
minus, the modifiers.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Then do half and roll it.
Yes. You
Okay.
did the level 3 one though?
I did level 5.
Yeah, but you're rolling the level 3 damage?
I just hit the damage button.
And,
Oh, it was.
and on the other one, you did the level 4 damage instead of the level 5 damage.
I didn't see it where it was. I mean, I messed up. That's fine. I did what I didn't know how to do it.
Well, no, we gotta get it right. So
Okay. Undo it and just target all 3 and roll it at level 5.
So Cress is flying, right?
Yes.
Good. That means I can do this.
It's worth noting if you're gonna do a burst censored on you, Crest is flying right next to you because you're on an elevated platform.
Yes, but this is Earth Tremor.
Hey, that's actually pretty clever.
all right, now shadow number 5 and shadow oh no, I'm sorry. Shadow number 2 and the Shadow Oni, click on them, target them.
And then just cast level 5.
No. Then click on half damage and click the level 5 damage. Oh, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have it scrolled down, so I didn't see if you did that yet or not.
Yeah, I clicked on the half damage. Now roll the damage for level 5.
Yes. Now, no, you targeted all of them instead of just Shadow number 5 and the Shadow Oni. Those are the ones who are taking half damage.
Okay.
Now target shadow number 2. And not anyone else.
Okay.
And now just roll the damage without clicking half. I already reset his hit points, so it's all good. What? Oh, because it resisted it. Oh. I'm like, how did that not take him out? There's no way. All right. So now everybody has been dealt the correct damage. And I'm sorry that took so long, but we had to get that right because there's a big difference between 3d10 and 5d10. And although you're right that you made the mistake of clicking that, that's a really like cheap thing for a DM to just be like, "Oh no, you don't get your extra 2d10 damage." It's
No,
a
that's cool. I just didn't want to hold up combat. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, and because of the software that we use, of course, it does take more than just being like, "Oh, just roll the extra 2d10 and I'll add it to it."
Yeah, it could be finicky.
Yeah, so this did take a bit more, but I'm like, I don't know if any of you are like this, but I'm very much the type where if I give someone advantage that shouldn't have had advantage, I will give someone else disadvantage or that person disadvantage on the next attack in order to balance that out because I don't like things that are not fair.
Gotcha. That's cool. Sorry about that, guys. I just first time doing that. So
Oh, yeah.
You're all good.
I'd like to
Hey,
cast
think of it
Earth
this way.
Tremor.
Oh, hold on. Let's let Hazard take his turn. We've taken up some time. So go ahead, Hazard. You're casting what?
I'd like to cast Earth Tremor at the 4th level.
Okay.
So that means I get 1, 2. So it would be 3d6 on the damage.
Well, first you have to cast it. And then do you not have the 4th level?
Version? No, I don't.
I suddenly can't hear anyone. I don't know if
Sorry,
anything's
we were
what's happening.
focused on getting the Earth Tremor to level 4.
Oh,
Yep, you don't hear anyone because no one is talking.
well, I guess to say it then really quick, feel free to interrupt me, DM. Yeah, like if you get Sentinel and Warcaster, anytime anybody does anything other than attack you, you can immediately cast a spell at that person.
And I've heard of that.
When as I begin leveling Nova up as a paladin. By the way, she's going to be a mercy paladin, so don't expect her to be like a frontline fighter. She will, but she's going to take protection as her fighting ability. But should I get her 3 more levels, it's going to be mercy paladin. So
All right. Now you may roll the damage on the 5th level one.
I said 4th, not 5th.
Oh, I'm sorry. On the 4th level one. I went ahead and made the 5th level one too. My bad.
It's alright. So Tuck, this is going to be focused on around his watch. Sort of like pulls out the watch and says, "My goodness, look at the time. It's the time of the continental drift." And he sort of clicks it, and the earth begins to tremble and break. And soon enough, shadow number 5 is just crushed by the debris. If you noticed, all the spells are time themed, even the ones that have elemental sort of elements, because they are being pulled through different time places in time.
I like that. You putting a time flavor on everything. I like that a lot.
Yep. I like adding flavor to my attacks.
As you end your turn, the Shadow Oni teleports over to Oberon. Summons another 5 shadows.
Oh, hold up. Did it begin its turn?
No.
So
Talk ended its turn.
Okay, but it's the Oni, Shadow Oni's turn now, right?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with the
As the
spirit
Shadow
again.
Oni summons 5 more shadows, now... Oh. Oopsie. Grabbed the wrong thing. Okay, so 2 more shadows. Alright, so as it summons more shadows, now it is a shadow's turn. That was a lair action that happened at initiative count 20.
Am I still near Oberon?
No, Oberon has teleported.
Okay.
The Shadow Oni summons a shadow behind you, Oberon, who attacks you. It is a critical hit, Nova.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cancel that.
Yeah. I figured you might.
Thank you.
I only rolled that to negate it, but then it's also going to count as its second attack, so it does hit you twice. But or hit you. I'm sorry, but it doesn't crit. And I misspoke. It's not its second attack. It doesn't have a second attack. You do lose 4 strength. All right, got that added. And as the shadow ends its turn, the Shadow Oni casts Shadow Bolt at you. Missing. And now the Shadow Oni begins its turn. Sorry, Sage.
All right. So
Whole lot of
the
legendaries and lairs and stuff, you know.
Yeah, so I guess if it's in the area effect, then Spirit Guardians.
It is not. It has teleported.
Okay. Is my turn? I'm assuming.
No, it's not your turn. It's its turn, but you wanted to know when its turn was, so.
Oh well, yeah. It's more. I just want to try to remember, make
Oh,
sure
for the
that
Spirit
Spirit
Guardians.
Guardians is
I
working.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Now I completely understand. I should have realized that immediately. No, it has teleported out of your range, and it attacks Oberon.
Okay.
Oh crap! That was supposed to be at advantage. And then it attacks again. Another critical hit. This one a big one. Ooh,
Yeah.
hamstring the target.
I'll cancel that one.
All right, so that's your last charge. Your glowing emblem fades to a dull, rusty color and is no longer active.
Is that permanent or?
No, sir.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I am going to critically hit you with my gore now.
Wait, how didn't I just cancel the
No,
crit?
I rolled again to get a non-crit and got a crit. So for his bonus action gore, the crit is going to count. But now I'm going to hopefully not crit again so that we can get the damage from the glaive. There, perfect. And so the Oni hacks away at you with its shadowy great axe and then gores you. You can feel the shadow horn enter you, but for everybody else, what you see is the shadow horn like effortlessly enter his body, and then like a piece of his soul seems to fly out of him into the shadow Oni, and once again he appears to be invigorated by this.
Yeah.
And that makes it Shadow 2, who flies up by Nova. Oh, but he wouldn't have started his turn inside of your thing, but now he's moving into it. So the first time they move into it, they take it too, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So Shadow 2. Well, your bonus damage alone is gonna finish Shadow 2. So that does that. Cress.
I'm gonna fly and land here. Absorb attack of opportunity.
Yes, sir. Ooh, that ain't a crit. All right, go.
Alright, and then I'm gonna just start trying to hit this Oni. I'm at disadvantage.
Why are you at disadvantage? Let me see.
Yeah.
I am not seeing anything on your effects here, sir.
Yeah. He doesn't have anything that causes it, and I don't have anything
Oh,
that causes it.
I know what it was. I know what it was. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Because I actually dropped an 18. That was. Oh, I mean, I can't know what order. It's
It,
probably a hit.
no, it's a miss. But go ahead. Oh, you dropped an 18, which would have been a 28. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we said, we can't know what order, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it should roll correctly, right?
It will roll correctly now, yes, sir.
Hey. Nah. Just barely, but at least I triggered his ability.
Oh, you missed? Yes, and then indeed. So let me go ahead and turn that off. Oh, not that one. This one. And mark off his reaction just so that I remember. Boom. Done.
Cool. He's slightly more vulnerable to being hit this round. Also, Nova needs to get this Oberon off the ground.
Speaking of Nova.
All right, I'm gonna fly above Oberon, and I'm gonna I'm cure wounds, level 3. How much HP you got? How's he looking?
He has 0.
Oh, well, yeah. Well then, I'm gonna use something else. Well, I use cure wounds, but I'll use it at 4th level.
4th level cure wounds coming right up. All right. And Oberon, the light, it doesn't feel, bad, but it doesn't feel natural either, as Nova says a prayer to the gods to heal her fallen comrade, and you come back from the shadows.
Thank you, Nova.
We still need you.
I don't know. I don't even know if we have a chance at this one, to be honest.
Just kill it very dead.
You think if we just kill if you just kill the shadow Oni, that
Yeah.
this will just be over?
He keeps summoning the ads.
Okay.
Yeah, Nova, just be flood control and try and keep the zone of kill shit on us so that the shadows can, die while we pump melee damage into the Oni.
Maybe the DM just gave a hint. If out of character, keep your friends to close and your enemies closer.
No, not so much. Also, Sage, don't forget you have your spiritual weapon that you can attack the Oni with.
Oh yes, I was going to say that, but yes, if you would please, I would like to attack the shadow, the spiritual weapon.
All right. It did miss, but oh, you should not have had disadvantage on that attack because it's not you. It's the spiritual weapon. I'm just gonna turn this off because we'll worry about if you make an actual attack. Because you're at disadvantage with your attacks due to whatever. All right, so you do miss,
Yeah.
but your spiritual weapons attack the Shadow Oni, and your spiritual guardians are all around you now. So when they start their turns within your aura, they'll take the damage again. But as you end your turn, the Shadow Oni teleports over behind Cress.
You guys should definitely come closer if you can.
Shadow
With
number.
the ex-
Oh, I'm sorry.
with the exception of you know, Talk here, who's a range person with magic.
The shadow runs up behind Tak to attack him. A critical hit. It says you're slowed. That's not actually going to be possible with this, but you do drop as well as taking an additional... Wow, the dice are not rolling for me today. An additional 2 strength damage. Shadow number 6, seeing that you have dropped, starts his turn inside Nova's thing, and you cannot roll low enough damage to not kill him. Your spiritual guardians eat up the shadow.
Leave him in twain.
Oberon.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue to go after the Oni. I think that's our only chance to win this. So, can I move there?
Yes.
And I will attack.
Oh. So you managed to trigger his thing.
Okay, so the second one was a miss. First one didn't apply. And then I get the butt. So,
Oh wait. That's weird.
What's weird?
Why is that a miss?
No, that looks. Doesn't his AC drop from 25 to 22 when his thing pops?
Oh yeah.
So everything looks right to me.
Yeah, so that is a miss.
okay.
And the shadow. This one is not on the map yet. Oh. Comes slithering out and attacks Cress.
Ah, sudden shadow.
Missing. Even though it stealthily rises out of the ground, you dodge.
Cressa waves and fakes it like an iron cobra.
Another shadow appears and attacks Oberon. You guys are ready for this now. You're like, oh, I see the game. Attack us with hidden shadows. That's a cheap move there, Shadow Oni. Cheap move.
Just you spare the dying with me. I don't want to wake up for a third time and be exhausted and then be taken down again by another shadow.
Yeah, so this last shadow kind of hangs back out of Nova's range, just waiting to rush in and attack if something happens. Talk, you feel your gears grinding to a halt. As your turn ends before the next round here begins, the Shadow Oni summons another 2 shadows. And casts Shadow Bolt at Nova. Missing. Shadow number 9. Number 9? Starts its turn in Nova's thing and dies. As its turn ends, the Shadow Oni casts Shadow Bolt again at Nova. Missing again. And finally, the Shadow Oni's turn begins, and it attacks Oberon.
I'll roll a d4 there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Or it's a 6, I'm sorry.
Right, D6. Alright, give you that back. Alright, and then I attack again. No, 19. And then I use my gore. Oh, nothing doing there. You manage to get your glaive up in time to deflect as I charge in with my horn again. But you know, most of the damage is done as my great axe slices into you, and you're feeling quite worn down and exhausted from the epic combat.
All right, whose turn is it?
Cress.
It's mine. Yeah, I'm going to invite suffering. I'm going to brazenly fly around the Oni for a flanking position.
Oh wait, I forgot to summon more shadows.
Oof.
Alright, shadow number 14 here is going to appear back here, but not attack, and also not do anything, you know, so you're fine, Crest, to go ahead and finish your turn.
Oh wait, I have advantage because Oberon is up, so I'll roll it again. Totally didn't hit. Wow, that was just kind of a lame batch of attack rolls. All right, that's I guess my caboodle cooked. End of my turn.
Oh, I also forgot to attack you there. My bad.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to use this shadow to attack you twice. A miss. And again. Another miss. Perfect. All right. Couldn't have worked out better. Alrighty. What else do you do?
I think that will have to end my turn.
Nova, it is your turn. You are in the middle of the chamber, flying, your spiritual guardians protecting you. What do you do?
I'm gonna fly above the demon Oni, and then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself, and then I'm gonna use my ability. What was it again? It's not. It's my turn dead attempt, but not turn undead. Divine something, channel divinity, and I'm gonna give. I'm gonna spread out. I'm gonna do the up to half the HP thing again.
Okay.
Sorry for not just using sparing the dying on you, like you had asked, Hazard, but we need you up in the fight. I'm sorry. Because sparing the dying will only like prevent you from dying. It won't wake you up.
So Tak gets 20.
Yes,
And
but
then-
I'm under attack by shadows, which, mind you, my AC isn't that high. It is 11.
Where are you?
And then Oberon gets another 28. So you only had 2 more points to spare, but everybody's at half or higher.
I'm near
Alright.
shadow number 5 and 8.
Okay. Where are they to me? Is it possible that I can move in a way in which they can like I can get both the demon Oni and those guys with my 15 feet radius?
No.
Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty much out of actions. Not much I could do. Like I said, maybe you'll get lucky and you can try some on your turn. I'm gonna have my turn.
Alright. As you end your turn, the Shadow Oni teleports over to Tak.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Shadow number 5 attacks Tak. Tak takes an additional 3 strength damage.
Oh god.
Tak has 1 strength left.
That's how bad it is!
Shadow number 11 appears and attacks Cress.
Any of these in my radius?
Nope, they're purposefully staying out. Shadow number 12.
Are you sure there's no lesser restoration spells? Or something to take care of this? negative damage.
Only greater restoration. It's a 5th level spell.
Attacks Tak. Tak is critically wounded, but more importantly, loses
I'm dead.
2
I
more
get it. I'm
strength,
dead.
and his body crumples to the ground as he has no more strength left to hold him up.
What is his strength at?
-1.
That means he dies.
Yes. I said his body crumples to the ground as he has no more strength left to hold him up. The last shadow appears and just kind of floats outside of your radius. It wants to attack Cress, but your spiritual guardians are keeping it from doing so. Just then, a figure appears in the doorway. Well, my friends, it seems as though you have found yourselves in quite a predicament. Perhaps I could aid in this situation. Were you willing to accept my assistance? And so you see General Visanthus standing in the doorway as he says this to you.
Sorry, guys, I missed that. My computer froze.
General Visanthus has shown up and offered to help you guys.
Interesting. I don't think we have much choice.
So as this happens, we draw to a close for this session of Heroes Wanted. We will find out next time what our heroes do, what the ultimate fate of Tak is, and where everyone goes from here. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone,
Good
gaming.
gaming.